this was really encouraging. Now, I know you're a fan. Like, I know you've talked about Chappell, Roan.
Would you like me to take this, Sam? Because it's not, you didn't even,
please,
you've already
Chappell,
messed up.
I did recognize the name.
Chappell.
Dave Chappelle Roan.
And I was like, wait a second. Did he win a Grammy too?
No.
Didn't Chappelle?
For his trans
comedy
material.
one? I think he did.
But okay, well,
I got confused.
Not best new artist. Dave's been around the block, and Chappell also on the red carpet was saying how much trans people deserve our support. So she's not like Dave in more ways.
Well,
than
wait,
one.
what was the controversy with her a couple months ago? Because
she basically had said that she's not going to endorse Kamala Harris, but she's going to vote for her, and this caused the entire resistance liberal ecosystem to freak out on the week that I was supposed to go see her in New York City, and she canceled her show. So I hold them all. I hold them all directly responsible for this because I had been looking forward to.
I didn't realize is that she canceled her show, and B, it does turn out that Dave Chappelle coincidentally did win a comedy Grammy this year.
Well, there you go. But Chappell is just like such an exciting artist in so many ways. One, because she comes from like small town America, does not come from wealth. I think she grew up in like an evangelical background, but she's a lesbian and she speaks out about LGBTQ issues quite a bit, and is just like supremely talented and uses her platform regularly to stand up for people who are marginalized, but also workers just generally. And when she was accepting her very deserved award last night for Best New Artist, she decided to talk about how labels exploit artists and called them out to their faces, which was very satisfying.
Told myself if I ever won a Grammy and I got to stand up here in front of the most powerful people in music, I would demand that labels and the industry profiting millions of dollars off of artists would offer a livable wage and health care, especially to developing artists. Because I got signed so young. I got signed as a minor, and when I got dropped, I had 0 job experience under my belt, and like most people, I had a difficult time finding a job in the pandemic and could not afford health insurance. It was so devastating to feel so committed to my art and feel so betrayed by the system and so dehumanized to not have health. And if my label would have prioritized artists' health, I could have been provided care by a company I was giving everything to. So, record labels need to treat their artists as valuable employees with a livable wage and health insurance and protection. Labels, we got you, but do you got us?
She picks up her Grammy off the floor. Pretty awesome.
Sorry, Emma, I forgot to edit the Taylor Swift.
Thank you for the billionaire standing up for that. But I just don't let me go down that road. Happy she was supportive of that. But like, remember when we played that video from More Perfect Union about the guys from Love is Blind, and how exploited they were on a reality show? These kinds of things are just like so important, whether it's athletes or artists, because it breaks through this mythology, or actors, writers, like with the strikes over the past few years, right, for actors and writers. Like, it breaks through this mythology that these are all elites and millionaires and people who have all of this, like, these rights. They are still workers. Even if you're a millionaire athlete, you're still making a wage, and you still don't own the means of production. You don't own the label. You're not the one dispensing money to others. You're receiving a paycheck. Like, that's where solidarity really begins. And she's pointing out there's maybe, Hollywood's exploitative, the music industry, labels. I mean, there is some horrible exploitation that goes on there because there's so few seats, and it's so and they just prey on people's dreams. And that's where some of this can get as, horrific as she describes. I just love her so much. She's so great.
And so she's a musician, is
Yes,
that it?
yes.
She plays rock music?
She's a wonderful singer, pop,
I don't.
camp singer. Yeah,
Any industry that
I'm ignoring you.
Any industry that people dream that they want to be in, you can guarantee that if there aren't a lot of labor protections there, it is going to be ripe for massive amounts of abuse. You see this all the time in music, like Kesha and dealing with producers and stuff like that. The Diddy stuff, yes, this is absolutely, a really important thing for her to say.
You see this all the time, even in online media and things like that. It's really difficult for people to get their starts. And for example, this was my dream to do this kind of thing. And there are a lot of people who aren't as lucky, who didn't, get a job offer by you or something like that, where that's why I wanted to shout out Francesca, and I will be on the show tomorrow. But it's hard out there. It's hard out there.
It can't be up to industries to do healthcare. That is shame on our political system that she can't afford healthcare during a pandemic. Thanks Pelosi for Cobra.
Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.